Aloha, guys. How's it going? This is Dr. Steve. This is its293, the IT internship. Welcome to the new semester. And here we go. So, in this little short PowerPoint presentation, whatever, I'm going to go over just a few things. We'll go over the two main components of the course, which is the internship experience and the class experience. Okay, so by the way, I apologize for the length of this one. Hopefully, future lectures will be real short. This might be a little bit long. My apologies. Anyway, the internship experience requires 120 hours of IT experience at a workplace. It's going to be a midterm and a final performance eval, and that's kind of the internship experience. The class experience deals with some papers, some mock interviews, and the development of a portfolio of your work. And we'll go over those things here. So again, the internship course is kind of a capstone course that should be taken the last semester. It's kind of an opportunity for you to take everything that you've learned in your classes and apply it in a more real world situation. Now, the host, that is where you do your internship, both they and you must agree that this is a good match. It can be paid or unpaid, doesn't make any difference really. You can work that out yourselves. And the internship can be physically present. You can actually go to an office, or you can do this remotely. You can do this online. That's totally cool. As I said before, there are 120 hours. The idea is that every week you do a journal. You talk about the activities and things to learn. These are just Google Forms. They're easy to fill out. It only take a couple minutes. The midterm performance eval is done by the host. It's also another Google document, Google survey. It takes 5 minutes. The same with the final eval that's done after 120 hours. So it's pretty straightforward, I think. The classroom experience, this is done totally in La Lima, which we'll take a look at in a second. You have a resume and a cover letter. You have some certification research that you have to do and talk a little bit about professional pathways. There are 3 mock interviews that can be done by Zoom or face-to-face. You can work that out later. And a portfolio, which you can do through a LinkedIn account. So you need to create that LinkedIn account. Basically, the portfolio is proof that you've met the student learning outcomes of the program. All right, so just a quick review. You need to try to get the internship. I can give you some leads, but ultimately you have to do it yourself. I can't force anyone to accept a student intern. It has to be, again, mutually agreed. And again, paid or unpaid, but I tell you, the experience is more important than the money at this point. So if you can get some experience at a good place, take it, regardless of whether it's paid or not. Please stay on schedule for the class, especially an online class. It's easy, out of sight, out of mind. You fall behind. Don't do that. I have very firm due dates. Just don't fall behind. Stay on schedule. Now, I know that the current public health situation this semester is certainly going to make this difficult. Especially doing a physical internship. So remote work is fine as long as everybody accepts it. Now, if you have any issues, email me. singer@hawaii.edu. I'm pretty responsive to email. Don't try to call me. I won't respond. Okay, now we're going to jump over to the La Lima site, and we'll take a look at the syllabus, the schedule, Hawaii State jobs, some things about interview basics, the assignments, the template, and where the student Google Docs are. Okay, or else you would not be here on this site looking at this video. So here's a look at the syllabus, which is over here on the link on the left. I say this class is all the time, everywhere, every place. Yeah, it's just my joke about online classes. Let's see. You can read through all this. Please do. I mentioned something about having a aloha shirt or a polo shirt. Anyway, some kind of work attire, whatever the workplace requires. If you do it from home, then Yeah, if you don't need much. Shorts and slippers, okay. All right, so this talks about the different things you're going to be doing, and most importantly probably is how this thing's all broken down by points. You want to know how you're graded. Here we go. So the papers, which is the first thing listed, you have an IT jobs and career paths, 100 points, certification paper, 100 points, internship summary, which is just, it's a real short journal basically, 100 points, your LinkedIn portfolio, 100 points, and your the resume, which is the first thing you do, 100 points. Okay. Now, there's a couple things here on professional etiquettes at sailor.org. We'll take a look at that in a second. And then the mock interviews, 3 interviews at 33.3 points each, 100 points. Outside evaluations that is done by your host. So you have a midterm and a final. Midterm is 50, final is 100. Your journals, you should have like 16 of them, 16 weeks, right? 12.5 points each equals 200 points, grand total of 1,000 points. Okay, and I'm gonna take a look over here at the schedule. I'll pull that up. Maybe. Oh, there we go. I have everything listed by week, journal entry every week. You have due dates for everything listed here and the points associated with those things. So it all goes down here. I tell you the truth, towards the end of the semester, we get down to, let's see, this is the fall semester around Thanksgiving time. There won't be a lot you have to do for the class. There'll be maybe your portfolio you're working on, and then your summary, and that is it. And then of course, still doing the hours. So you're in pretty good shape by Thanksgiving. Okay, over here on the left side, the left navigation, here's where you can email me. There's a chat room for you guys. Here's the link to the Hawaii State jobs, kind of sparse at this point. There's some YouTube things on interview basics, do's and don'ts as well. And where'd I go? Get back here. And the assignments. Let's see if we can take a look at the assignments. Okay. And these are in reverse order, of course. Resume and cover letter, which is due, you see here, on September 13th. Professional etiquette, that's a little thing on sailor.org we'll take a look at. Due on the 20th. The certification paper on the 27th. The career paths on October 11th. And then the summary is done by the end of the semester, which is December 13th, which is the same time for the LinkedIn portfolio. I talk about a paper template. I give you an example of the template. It's right here. And all the assignments, it talks about follow the course's paper template. This is what I'm talking about. And it is not blank. Okay, you see upper left-hand corner, you have your name, the course, the date. The title is centered. You'll see the paper itself is double-spaced, half-inch indentation. You're going to use like a 12-point font. I give you information here. These things are not long. These are only going to be about, 2 or 3 pages. That's all. I'm not really grading you on grammar and punctuation and all that stuff, but you should make the effort to be professional and make sure this is clean and it looks good and makes sense, please. Okay, what else do we have here? Over here on the left, you have a couple things. Here's where you do your journal entries. I need you to fill out this assumption of risk, which basically means that you will assume the risk should anything happen to you. Please don't get hurt, but if something should, we're not to blame, okay? The rest of the stuff here is invisible. That's actually for the sponsor's guide, and that will go to them. You have to kind of tell me about who you'll be interning with, and then I will send information to them. Okay, what else? The resume and the professional etiquette is all here at the sailor.org. Go to sailor.org, you can go to courses. Come on, baby. Here we go. These are all in alphabetical order. And let's see, most of the stuff we're going to do is going to be in professional development, but the first one is under learning skills. Here we go. The Sailor 001, Learning that Sailor Academy. This is basically steps you through how the Sailor works. You're going to get a certificate. You download it, has your name on it. You send that in with everything else that you do. And then the rest of the stuff here is in professional development. I've listed here. It's the resume writing and interviewing skills. Excuse me. And that is about it, guys. Hope to see you later. Take care. If you have any questions, email me. Aloha.